Welcome back to Rising Star 2. It's episode number 46. We continue on with our journey, the last day of a set of days of local tours as we've been trialing out some new songs and, like most of the time, tearing them up because we are getting absolutely nowhere. We've written a lot of songs recently without any hits. We have had a couple decent ones, and we've got the framework, at least for the first 3 to 4 songs of our next album, and I want to roll it out as soon as we can get 10 worthy songs with at least one hit in there, because we're seeing a rapid increase to the band's popularity and in our finances, and those two combinations of things make perfect sense to roll out another album as soon as possible. It's Maggie's birthday. Woo, $500, but we do get triple XP, and we are performing at a stadium here in Portland. Second night in a row. There's 2 different stadiums. We're heading to the other one today. We are opening for 2 much larger bands, which is good because venue capacity of 50K with an 89 headliner means, well, for one, we're kind of coming into the big time here, opening for a massive band like this, but while we're only getting a flat pay of 12K, which is a lot, we're going to play in front of a lot of people on a triple XP day. This is bound to be a level up for everyone. Or just about everyone in the band. We got to play our big 6. Never mind trying out new things for today. Little chance to revive the album that we have put out already, playing the 6 best songs off of it. Fingers crossed, nothing goes wrong tonight. $45,000 and 100% audience interest. $136,000 XP. Holy crap. 0.07 on the popularity. All 6 songs gaining significant. Tilt 0.31. It's practically a hit, right? Her Purpose 0.37. And Flaky, the weakest now, 0.06, just lacking that quality a little bit, somewhat noticeable. We did not sell much of merch, so really the pay was what we got for being part of this, but the gains for popularity, well worth it. Big opportunity to expose ourselves to others, and for the first time, Flaky not getting 5 smileys, and actually only generating 9% interest. Audience is a little more critical under the circumstances, but we did make it to 100%, so fantastic. We are going to be making the switch to a new home, but not yet. There's a couple things that I really want to do first. And first, we need to level up, and they all did it. They all leveled up. I have 8 skill points. I leveled up twice. We're 5% into the next level, into what would have been a 3rd level. That's crazy. Being that stage presence is fine. We're going to put our extra last 2 points after putting 2 into each. 1 into writing music and playing. So 3, 3, and 2. Mackenzie did not level up twice, but she's well on her way to the next level, more than halfway there, so with only 4 skill points. We will double up on playing and writing music. Desmond did level up twice. In fact, he even got to 25% towards the next one. This is just incredible. And he is Mr. Balanced, 1 each. But, oh wait, we get to do this again, 2 each. Enrico leveled up twice at the exact same spot DG is towards the next level, and we're going to go a little unbalanced with things on him. We're going to put 2 into stage presence, we're going to put 2 into playing, we're going to put 1 into writing lyrics, which is so good already, but we get double out of it anyway, and we'll put 3 into writing music because, like Desmond, we want to build those bonuses and be able to have at least a couple band members eventually be able to write a 100 quality song themselves, and fingers crossed at some point be a hit and win an award. Maggie, thinking long term on that part. Maggie leveled up twice as well. So 4 out of 5 band members leveled up twice. Mackenzie had just leveled up prior. I don't remember how many gigs ago it was, but it was within days. So it looks like we got a little over about a level and a half each with 133,000 XP. Anyway, 8 points. Let's distribute those. And I think I'm going to do what I've been doing for the others, but even less so. Stage presence, just 1. And then we're going to put in 3 to writing lyrics to get her up to a 10 for a bass, and then 2 for playing and writing music. What a huge day that was for us. That was our biggest gig. And now for a very unexpected change. It's too soon, some might say, but consumerism sucks. And I have exhausted my ideas for song names within the consumerism / Sanrio and Nike categories. So moving on to a new era of rock music and back into the music sphere, we are now the emo trinity. So for anyone unfamiliar, rock alternative of the early 2000s, of a variety that stylistically became known as emo rock. 3 bands emerged above all the rest and became nicknamed collectively as the Holy Trinity, or the Emo Trinity. And those being Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco, and My Chemical Romance. But of course, what they failed to do in naming those 3, the Trinity, is to leave out an obvious 4th band that is easily bigger than at least one of those 3, if not 2 or possibly all 3 of them. Certainly amongst the 4 biggest, and certainly categorized as emo rock. And so I've automatically just inserted them into the emo trinity. So 4, our quad, Paramore. And as we're just flying through song ideas in order to find anything that resembles a hit, and I feel like that's got to just be the difficulty level we're playing on, as opposed to a typical playthrough. I'm guessing you can find a hit more frequently, or maybe not. I haven't played enough of the game. Obviously, this is my first playthrough of the game, and yes, I have seen other content, but not even to the extent of where I'm at now. So we've really made our way through things, and for the moment we have 5 more untested songs. We have also a need to practice all as we're coming up at the end of the week, but we're into August. We have 3 weeks till our next gig at the moment, so I've backed off a little bit on the necessity to have 5,500. I've backed off to 5,000 for now to see if we can get just decent sized venues in the meantime and get a few more gigs scheduled. But we need to continue right on with writing, especially as we have really lacked quality in the songs of late, and we'll just keep pumping them out. And instead of going specifically at 10 episodes per name change, I think at this stage I'm just gonna have myself a good old list of song names, and as soon as I exhaust the list, we'll move on to the next concept, the next idea, with more often than not being musically specifically related, and every once in a while culture related, or something else, maybe something for the channel as well in the future. Did have a positive impact playing at 3 stadiums over the last week. We moved up 42 positions to number 321 and sold 3,233 units. Alright, Rodney giving us a call. He's got something. It's another arena back up in Seattle. Armia After the Gun. Just 37. We're not going to get anywhere near selling that out, but we are going to get 12K and 9 songs to play. We were just there 5 days ago. This was, I would say, the first of the 2 gigs, the one we ended our last episode on. That's going to be Monday, August 13th. That's a week from now. Back pretty quick. Less than 2 weeks after the last time we were there. We'll definitely take that one. And here's another Madonna Vella Arena, just a 33 for the headliner. So again, same sort of problem, a little bit less on the pay, but obviously well worth it. And here's a headliner, $10 per ticket. So we're going to make better money off of that one. So we'll take this one as well. Not this one, though. Pay's not great. We can say no. The double level up has come with a ton of new pieces for song ideas. So we have a lot to work with as we are only into the sixes on merging things down as we run out of points. Rodney's got another one for us. It's 12K, 25,000 back in an arena. The other arena in Seattle. This time not with a massive headliner, but we will definitely take that. And Madonna Vella Arena again. Nice. Okay. Yes. And suddenly we've got 3 in a row booked up for next week. Here, it's good flat pay, but we can say no to that one. Well, that now takes care of our next couple of weeks. Let's go ahead and turn this back off just for a little bit. Back to product endorsements. And we suddenly have just a few days to go until that one. So it's going to be hard to get much more ready. We do have our 4th one totally ready. The 5th one is almost ready. And then we do have 2 new ones. And 3 days. 3 days and a 1-day practice all will leave Kitty Wings just a little bit scarce. If we do a practice all, it would be at about a 72, maybe possibly a 73. Weekended, we hold firm 3,200 units. To get Kitty Wings fully ready, I had to sacrifice one of these 2 centuries, only 2/3 of the way there. We need 1 more day of practice to get it ready. I write Since Not Tragedies is fully ready. Most of our songs are maxed out, but not quite the last little bit of them. But we are into day 1 of 3 days in a row. We will do a little bit of testing out those new ones over the course of the 3 days. Let's go play some big venues. We're at Rodney's Arena today. We're going to play 9 this time. We are opening for a band that's a 37, so this is definitely not going to be a massive sellout. It's still going to be really good XP, though. So we've moved our 3 new ones into the 3, 4, 5 slot. 12K. Let's get to it, see how we do. Oh, mistake on Flaky right off the bat. Oh, I gotta slap nobody later. We almost got to 100%. Really small audience compared to what we've got in the last few, but again, that was a headliner that's pretty dang small. 7,000 people came for this one. Band pace fine. Flaky got a .08 despite being the one with the problem. Nike U, Kitty Wings, no good. The other one didn't even appear on the list. Her Purpose got a .41 tonight. Okay, well, Little Forest Fellow can't take seriously because of the things getting thrown off with that second song, or in between first and second song, and so we had too much energy by 1% after Kitty Wings that made Little Forest Fellow not pan out for us. So cannot take that seriously on what happened there, but they did not like Nike U or Kitty Wings. I would like to tear those up, however, when everything's off, I can't take it seriously enough. I don't know exactly just how bad that scenario is, and so we've got to give it another night. Little frustration over what happened today. Here's how we deal with that situation. And get rid of the TV. TV doesn't want to go down without a fight. There you go. All right, we got some new song ideas, and I got to take out my frustration over what happened with that. After writing a song for the night, we are right back at Rodney's Theater or Arena for today's gig. So back to back in the same day as an opener. This time, though, not as the proper opener, but in the middle of a trio, and it's still, without the ornaments, only a 35. That's not going to be much better than yesterday. We're about to hit 18 on our popularity, though. Other 12K, 9 songs. We're going to play the same set list we played last night, and just hope to play it correctly this time. Okay, so 7,500 XP, no problems this time. Only 6,000 people present, though, but the popularity did hit the mark we needed it to. While her purpose, they really like it. Tilt was way behind, second day in a row. But Kitty Wings sucks. Nike U, Little Forest Fellow, time to tear them all up. Madonna Villa, third gig in a row. We have 3 spots to fill back in once again, and let's see, we have Centuries. I'm not going to risk it. So how do we even want to work this one? I mean, obviously, we can get Hayward Field in there, but looks like we're going to have to pull a couple of our old ones for today's gig to make it work. I could probably get I Write Sins, Not Tragedies in there. In fact, we could just take out Slap Nobody Later to make that one work. So we're only trialing 2 new ones today with I Write Sins, Not Tragedies and Hayward Field. Another case of a band that's not quite popular enough, though we did finally hit that 18. Well, finally, quickly, very rapidly, we've got up to 18 in popularity, but we've hit that latest benchmark. 20K venue capacity, it's probably going to be about 7. Neither are doing anything massive. Hayward Field got a .04. I Write Sins, Not Tragedies, .03. So definitely not a hit for either one. Is .04 or .03 enough to hang on to? I mean, we just tore up a .03 the other day, but that was also in front of 7,000 plus, not 6,300. .03 is not that bad. It's on the edge. .04 might be a keeper. I mean, like I said, it's right behind Isolate Me, which is on the last album. Those few arenas are working for us. Back up to 305, 3,600 in units sold. Building the popularity of the band and of those particular songs, or many of the songs on the album, is certainly helping us drum up a little bit more in sales. We do need a select all kind of day. We're at 32 right now. Maggie is not feeling well. Her health is down to a 76. I was thinking about sleeping it off, but that's not gonna work with a gig here in a few days. So we're gonna have to head to the hospital, get Maggie taken care of. $720 in medical costs, which is nothing compared to what it's about to cost. Or at least if you live in the US. As we approach that gig, we are all merged up again finally, and definitely starting to run out of pieces. We do have a fair amount of 25s in melody to kind of kick things off. I've been using the rhythm pieces for the last handful that we've started, but we're down to just 2 riffs out of 20. Well, the good thing about today is we are headlining. We're getting that $10 per ticket, 5K venue. We're up to an 18.4 already, so growing rapidly, and yeah, I don't think we're going to get 5K, but we should get a fairly decent audience, and at $10 per ticket, today's going to pay pretty well. We've already topped 400,000 now. Third tier house in our around the block, around the corner from where we live now, will be ours here very soon. Been able to work in 6 new songs today, so that's good progress, and work in a couple more of our other album songs that we just haven't played for a little bit, get them into the mix. But yeah, 6 new ones, and Tuxedo Sam, that's still in kind of trial mode. I think it's only been played once, maybe twice, and might be a tear up kind of song, plus the ones that we just played there 2 weeks ago, as maybe tear ups. I think we can absolutely afford to get rid of the weakest couple tonight as we make our way through our try list and see what works best for us. Well, we definitely had limited gains due to just 3,000 people being there. Smallest audience we've played in front of in a little bit, but we get 0.04 in popularity, and we definitely have some progress. And Her Purpose, as always, sets the standard at a 0.29. And we try 6 new songs, and none of them look good enough. We do have a couple 0.04s at least. And Welcome to the Black Parade, Hayward Field, which was the second time we've played that one. It's matching Grumble Grumble, which we've held on to. Step on Devon, which is on the album even. I Write Sins Not Tragedies is close at 0.03, but Tuxedo Sam, second or third time we played that, I think it's good enough to say, or well enough to say that it's not good enough. We've given enough chances. Centuries is not good enough. Uncle Phil is not good enough. I'm not sure if I even have 12 here. Think I might be one short. Yeah, there's only 11 listed here, so there's one of them that got 0, which means I think that's 4 songs to tear up right now. Tuxedo Sam, Uncle Phil, Centuries, and whatever the 4th one is that didn't even gain anything. Still Into You is the one that got 0 traction. Dropped 14 positions again, just kind of hovering just outside of that top 300, but we're still making money. We're up to 428,000. We have nothing scheduled in August anymore. That's a week. But next week we do have 2 gigs scheduled. Caldwell Theater, so that's one of those 5K venues. We're going to headline that one, get 12 songs, and then we're back at Madonna Vella to be a opener or middle slot band for that one, and that's just over a week away, so we definitely want to write songs and get back to it, and probably tell the manager to book local gigs. Once again, we'll set the minimum to 5K. Rodney, reputation is up to 20. It is growing. He is making some progress there, and he's certainly satisfied with the job, so it's all good on that part. And of course, with 4 torn up songs, those pieces go back in to our pool, so where we were nearly running out of ideas, that'll get us back into at least 4 more songs. And we did have maybe 2 more fresh ideas in there, so we'll be working on writing that 4 to 6 additional songs before we get into next week, or at least get a couple of them ready before next week, repeat. But I think moving day is coming really soon for us. That's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.